Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store. Between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Carry now. This is Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle here to Brown. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. First down, Garoppolo. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Garoppolo on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. 3-19. Detroit.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. It's Garoppolo. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Leopard.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Set to go now is the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 60 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the play clock's running down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. It's complete to Parker, left side. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. On the counter, it's Hill, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing an intentional grounding call.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out come the Giants. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And some space here. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Play action, it's Webb. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. First down, it's Webb. This is Gordon on the dump off. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Go! Let's go! Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Webb. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A play fake, now Webb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And throw right side complete to Parker. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Oh, what a juke into space. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And the lead is up to 14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. And the back goes into motion. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? In motion left goes a tight end. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Beckham. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Perkins on 1st down. And an alley to run. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Webb escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Webb now from the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 29. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score. Here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. Give him 12 yards on. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Webb eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. No. Jack Patrick. All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback is Hill Duck under center. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Zebra.
Manning now on 1st down. Staying on his feet. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. Out of the pistol, Perkins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Webb. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he fires one incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On the right side, this is Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Let's go. 3-9, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. They'll try right side with Perkins. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
All right, now look at 56. Now let's go.
Off play action, it's Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time.
No, Jack, Patriot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Set.
Throwing again. Webb. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Perkins. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. To throw, Webb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Hill. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Beckham, the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Fights loose. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, look at this. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Hot.
Here's Darkwa. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. On second down, Webb. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense now gets to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Tremendous play right there by Eli Apple, sealing the game with that interception for his team. I bet that'll make his mom, Annie, really happy.
Absolutely making Annie proud. He was born in Philadelphia. Tough kid from the city of brotherly love, and a tough play there to seal it. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.